there's some positively good news in the animal rescue world. The country's animal shelters are closer than ever to becoming no-kill, meaning at least 90% of the animals coming into the shelters are saved and not euthanized. 4 million cats and dogs were saved in shelters in 2024, and now 2 out of every 3 shelters are no-kill. That's according to data from Best Friends Animal Society. And one sanctuary right here in Western PA is working to save the senior pups and handicapped dogs so they have a peaceful and fulfilling life. Stephanie Moscow is the founder of Among the Wildflowers Sanctuary, and this right here, this is just cuteness overload. I love
all the
it.
cute ones today.
All right, so why did you decide to start the sanctuary?
So I've been in rescue for a very long time, and we had found that Chihuahuas just were, since they were so common in shelters, second most common behind pit bulls, that there was just a high euthanasia rate, and we needed to kind of step in and do something, especially for the senior dogs and these handicapped guys, because in a shelter setting, they're euthanized.
Yeah, and that was the question that I asked you. I was like, these all look like Chihuahuas, and I had no idea that they were, this type of breed of dog was so high on the list.
Yeah, most people have no idea.
Yeah.
And it's because they're sassy. You know, people think they're cute purse dogs, and they are.
Yes.
But you have to work with them, you have to train them, you know, you have to put the work in.
That's kind of how I am, I have to tell you. And so tell me a little bit about how you're helping the dogs and what that looks like.
So what we do at the sanctuary is we pull hospice cases off euthanasia list. Like Wally and Winnie here are both 20 years old. They came out of a hoarding situation. No shelter was going to take them, put the time in. So we pull them and we give them the very best end of care, no matter whether that's 3 months, 8 days sometimes. That was my shortest. But they have the very best medical care, and we just kind of give them the very best end, because that's all I can control is this part of it.
Yeah, and they get the very best dress up too here. I mean, look at these outfits.
They do. They do.
Who coordinates all of this?
So we started this because we do a lot of community outreach. So we work with different programs in the community to raise awareness about the handicapped dogs and what's available. And we decided that, you know, they needed to have a cute get up. Tuna's, she has no back legs at all, but lives a very happy life. And, you know, there's just so much out there for people that they don't know about. So, you know, we started raising awareness not just about our shelter, but about, you know, what's available to people.
Okay, and you said that these dogs, they get to the shelter. There's a lot of different ways that they can end up there. And
that could be like their owner passes away, they're a senior dog, maybe they have no family, or their family isn't interested in, you know, providing care for them. They end up in a shelter, or they were strays, and, you know, people dump dogs outside all the time, unfortunately, and, you know, or there's a hoarding case. I have 3 that came out of very bad hoarding case. Like, he was with 16 other dogs.
Oh, wow.
And he's the sweetest soul. He is in full heart failure right now. So if, you know, and you never know it, but he's on 4 different meds 3 times a day. And that's part of like what we do is like these dogs in a typical home are a lot to care for.
Yes.
You know, you're doing meds, their medical costs are astronomical. So, you know, it's very hard for a typical person to take on, you know, some of these dogs. So we actually have Ruby's over here. She's a dachshund, and she is our first extended foster. So she has a full family that she lives with, and we cover the medical cost so that I know she's going to get the very best, because she has an IVDD, which is a disc disease. So she'll need lifelong care and meds.
Oh, Ruby, you look good over there, sister. Look, she looks. She's like, she knew. You're going to come over, Ruby?
Yes, you're such a sweet girl.
And so that's what really makes you all different. You take that extra step, right?
And we only take on what we can handle. So right now we have 20, and it is me in my home. Everything is handicap accessible.
This is
not
all
a shelter.
in your home.
Correct. And we are not funded by any state grants. Any, you know, all these grants are for these big corporations. Their adoption rates are high. They're getting these dogs into homes, which is amazing. But I can't qualify for any of it. I'm too small. So everything comes from private people that spend, you know, they do our Amazon wish list, or they buy a shirt, you know, and they help us continue to do this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, and really quickly, you had a fundraiser this year, correct?
Yes, we have a fundraiser coming up the end of August, August 30th. It is our first doggy yoga.
Love that.
So it's down at Vellum Fermentation in Southside, and all of the dogs from the sanctuary will be there with us, and you can yoga and help the dogs at the same time. We're going to do a great raffle basket. So we have periodic, you know, fundraisers, but that's our next one, and it's all on our website. You can find everything there, and Yeah, it just it keeps us very busy.
Gosh, I don't know what to do. I mean, it's just, I've never seen so much cuteness in one room. Thank you, Stephanie.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yes.
It's great to raise the awareness about it, and with us, just because we're so small. So I appreciate it so much.
Oh, for all you do. You this was a bright spot in my day.
Well, we saved 37 so far. 16 are angel babies now, since I started 4 years ago.
We love that. All right.
Amazing.
All right. Thanks, Ruby, for joining me. We love her. All right. We'll have a link to Among the Wildflower Sanctuary and their social media pages on our website. Well, still to come on the show, KDKA reporter Barry Pentar is standing by with the stories you won't want to miss tonight on the KDKA Evening News.